Welcome back to Grit and Gut Podcast, where toughness talks, the grit, the grind, the gut, and the greatness, all things wrestling. I'm your co-host, Coach Craig VanDyke. Hey, today we're talking about another age group that exists. Some of you may or may not know, the Veterans Division. So what Veterans is, UWW standards, that's ages 35 to 60. At 60 years old, you're going to be retired out of the sport, which includes reffing, by the way. So refs have to retire at 60. By UWW standards. So in the US, if you hear about some adults, after the senior level wrestling and masters, so that's a US term that we use. That is ages 25 and up. The age divisions differ slightly, but basically at the world level, you got to be age 35 and up to compete in the Veteran World Championships. So we have those coming up in just about a week's time, less than a week's time. This Monday, those will be starting. It's in Tatabánya, Hungary this year. I'm here with Mike Harbison. Dr. Mike, since 2021, has represented Team USA as a freestyle wrestler on the veteran world team, competing in the 130 kilo division. He earned bronze medals at the Veteran World Championships in 2022 in Bulgaria and also in 2024 in Croatia. He won the 2024 U.S. Masters open I say open. That's what you heavyweights are to me. Just open. It's open season. Anyway, in that 130 kilo age group division B, 3 decades of wrestling and coaching experience. Mike continues to compete at the international level to represent his country, inspire the next generation, and embody the relentless mindset that defines our great sport.
Well, thank you, Craig. And I'm Mike Harbison, as Craig just gave me the beautiful intro. And again, Veterans World Championships is definitely near and dear to our hearts, Coach Craig and myself. Co-head coach Craig VanDyke started with the veterans team in 2019 in Tbilisi, Georgia, and ended up helping team leader Coach Chris Brown to the point of him being brought on as the assistant coach to the team. Since that time, Veteran Team USA has won 4 straight Freestyle World Championship titles, along with 2 Greco World Team titles. And Coach Craig was promoted to co-head coach of the veterans team this past year. Craig also runs the Mira Mesa Wrestling Club in San Diego, California for all ages.
Oh, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. It's such a great experience to do this, between the travel, the brotherhood, and the wrestling. I mean, I'm so honored to be a part of this team. So thankful to Chris Brown for bringing me on to it. It's such a great experience. I would encourage everyone to come out and try it. Like I said before, this is just another age group. So we have U17s and U20s and U23s and senior level. Hey, for the guys that want to keep competing, this is it. So we have
real quick, just to tap on a point, right? Like, my first Veterans Worlds in Greece, I did not understand the caliber of competition I was going to be going against, and I mean, like my bracket last year had 2 former Olympians, one from Egypt. And then I also had in Bulgaria, I had, again, 2 former Olympians, Egypt and Sweden, So, and there are a lot of former Olympians that compete at the Veterans World Championships. So
yes,
it's intense, and it is, and there's, world medalists that are competing there. Yep. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of intense wrestling.
Absolutely. And we've had some of our greats come back out of retirement and wrestle at the U.S. Open. Just to name a few, the great Jeff McGinnis, Ken Cherto, Clay Guida got in there. Uriah Faber has come and wrestled in that.
Was awesome.
Yeah. So these guys come back and I'll tell you what, they realize that, hey, these guys are training hard and it's tough. None of those guys actually won the U.S. Open when they came back, but we know how great those guys are. I really appreciate those guys, coming back and give it another round to wrestle. Speaking of guys that haven't hung them up fully yet, leading off Team USA, returning world champion in freestyle, Tyler Graff. Tyler Graff, we're so excited to have him on the team. His first year eligible last year, he came in and he trains hard. If you watch Tyler's social media, man, this guy's training hard. And wow, I mean, what a champion.
He dabbled a little bit in college, didn't he?
Tyler was on the podium a few times in
Yeah,
college as an
yeah,
All-American. So
yeah,
he's
for
still training
sure.
hard and he's great. Hey, he's not going to have an easy time. He took second at the U.S. Open this year to Brandon Preeson, who is also another
Yeah,
young guy. Young, when we're talking about the veteran team, that's age 35, that 35 to 40 group. Those are our young
for
guys. So
sure.
Brandon Preeson's coming in as a young guy. His first time coming. He actually beat Tyler Graff in the U.S. Open finals. So these guys are going to end up being in the same bracket. We hope they get separated because
For sure.
these guys are both fully capable of winning world titles. Graff's already done it. Preeson's coming for it his first time. Other returning champions we have in that age group is Garrett Johnson out of Washington State. Garrett came in last year, his first time in, won freestyle. Garrett's just an absolute tank. He's a
He is
beast.
a
He'll run you.
monster.
He will
Like, man,
run
you
you
go to
over.
like say what's up to that dude, and you give him, and then you wrap your arms like, ka-tish. It's like hitting
Yep.
a brick wall, man. Just nothing but meat in that bad boy, man. Love that guy though, man.
Yep.
He's one of my favorites for sure.
Absolutely. So Garrett's one of our athletes that does freestyle and Greco. A lot of our
Yeah,
teammates, hey, you're over there, you're at the World Championships. Hey, you might as well enter both. You get 2 days break in between. But Garrett followed up his freestyle World Championship with a bronze in Greco. I know he's coming hard for that double title this
oh
year.
yeah,
Garrett Johnson out of Washington State. Next age group up at 62 kilos, we have Ben Vombar out of Colorado. He runs the Bear Cave Wrestling Club out there
solid.
in
Yeah,
Greeley, Colorado. Great wrestling club out there. Ben is a double champ for us. He won both freestyle and Greco. He was a multiple-time All-American out there at Boise State. Ben is a fiery competitor. He's
mm-hmm.
coming back. He wants that double championship again. He's been working hard. So
Yeah,
we're really excited to have Ben coming back in that Division B age group. He's our only returning champ out of that age group. But moving up to C, we have Rudy James. Now, was Rudy was a California kid, just so you guys know. Then he's mostly out of Minnesota. Recently
yeah,
relocated to Mike's old stomping grounds
yep.
in Illinois.
In
But
Illinois, yep.
Rudy is a savvy veteran for us. He has multiple world medals, multiple U.S. Open championships. He is a returning freestyle world champion for us. So he's going to be at 78 kilos in
And then
age
too,
group C.
Rudy, that last Olympic go rounds, he actually didn't do too bad at the was it the
That's
last
right.
chance qualifier
Yes,
with
sir.
the
Yes,
senior level
sir.
guys? Rudy
Yes,
he's
sir.
a force, man, and you
Yep.
gotta love that guy. And gosh, man, yeah, he's a wealth of knowledge too. It's a lot of fun to get around him. He's always teaching me little
Absolutely.
tricks and stuff like that. And he was out here in Vegas a couple months ago, man, and it was just, gosh, anything I could do to pick his brain, learn little tricks and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. It was
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
A lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Love Rudy.
Absolutely. Yep. We got some good training in at the Olympic Training Center a week and a
Yeah.
half ago with Rudy. He's ready to go. He's ready to defend that title and move up the podium in Greco. He's medaled in both styles, and he's looking to do that again. Moving up to age group D at 62 kilos, we just call him Prebes, but
Yeah.
Rob Prebes. He's coming back. He's been
I
around for
can't
a
even
long
bend my
time.
pinky enough to show it, right? Like, you know
Fear
what I
the
mean?
finger. You're going to have to throw that up on the screen
I
for us,
know.
Mike.
I know. I'll get a picture of that bad boy.
So Prebes is out of Virginia. He's a great coach out there. He's
Great
coming back.
coach.
He's going to try to win another world medal. Greece 2021. He actually was returning champ for us.
Yep.
Also in age group D at 78 kilos, Tom Donahue out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Tom was a world champion in Bulgaria, multiple-time world medalist. Took a bronze last year. He's looking back to get to the top of the podium this year.
Solid coach out of Ohio, too. He's got a really
Absolutely.
good program, man. He
Donahue Wrestling Club.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a great too, man. My kids go crazy every time I see him, man. So, yeah.
Tommy's a great guy,
man.
great wrestler, great coach, great friend. So as long as he's not forgetting his wallet at the OTC, so I'm just gonna call him out, man. This guy ruined my Sunday,
man.
Coach. I need a big favor. Oh, Tommy knows I'm gonna call him out on this.
Oh, tough out here today, man. Dang.
He knows I love him. We took care of him, got him back home to Ohio. But he's going to be coming for some more world medals like he's done in the past. Also in that age group, we have Pat Flynn. A lot of you guys know that name in
Yeah.
wrestling. His brother's Tim Flynn, great coach. Pat's great wrestler. He came in last year for the first time at the Veteran Worlds. He's a freestyle only guy, but he came in and just absolutely crushed it. Returning world champion, Pat Flynn. He's looking to come back and dominate once again at the world level. Our final guy in Division D is Big George Porter. So
Oh, Big George.
130 kilo. He's every bit of it. George has won the freestyle world title, I think, 3 times in the past.
Yeah.
He's a great ambassador for our sport. He's
Phenomenal
part
guy.
of Wrestlers for Peace now,
Yep.
a great organization that Dan Russell's running out of the country of Jordan, which, by the way, is where the World Championships for veterans will be next year.
No,
Big George Porter.
Yeah, Big George, man. Nothing but love for him. Man, he's that guy. Everybody on the team just loves George, man. Like, if you don't love George, there's something wrong with you, man. I don't know. You need to go figure yourself out. But George is just he's special. He's great. He's a beautiful addition to our team, and he's with that Wrestling for Peace, gonna allow the veterans team to actually do a lot of good and do a lot of outreach in these countries when we go there. Because it's not just about the wrestling, right? We all love to wrestle, we all love to compete, but also it's about the fellowship, and camaraderie and coming out and doing good things for the communities as well. So, Big George, much love, big shout out to him. Always love George. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Mike, one of the things we're going to be doing with Wrestlers for Peace there in Tatabánya is going to a hospital. So we're going to be doing that day one of the World Championships, passing out toys, helping to inspire those kids, bring some brightness to their days. So Wrestlers for Peace, doing great things on and off the mat. So George is the U.S. ambassador for that. So really great things coming out of that organization. So if you haven't checked it out,
I think they're going to do a couple camps there too for the kids.
We're going to do a clinic. The fun part is it seems like we're going to be running a clinic with some non-English speaking wrestlers. So, hey, guess what? Wade Shallis taught me some silent coaching techniques. So, we may have to employ those at the clinic this year, but it's going to be a great time, making those connections. Wrestling is truly the world's sport. And every culture has a version of wrestling.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't matter with the language barriers. We understand wrestling. We understand each other. We're all wrestlers. We all have the same heart. We all have the same mindset. And it's pretty cool. When you get there. I always take my kids with me to the World Championships every year. And that first year in 21 in Greece, you and Roger saw my kids playing in the ocean or in the sea over there. And you thought my kids were locals because they were there with my wife, and they're just stripped down in their little boxer briefs, swimming. So they look like little European kids, man. And Roger gave them gave Hewitt that shirt, and oh my gosh, I came over and there, you guys were like, wait. Oh, you guys were Team USA. I was like,
y'all are American kids. Give me that back, kid.
Give me that shirt back. No, man, that's still my oldest son, Hewitt. He still wears that shirt, and it doesn't fit him. He loves that shirt, though.
Oh, that's so cool. He's gonna have to pass it along to his siblings.
Oh yeah, he won't let it go right now. But yeah, so speaking on that, the history of it, we do have some guys that are former medalists that aren't going to make the trip this year. Eric Middlestat, he won freestyle last year, and then in 2023 he was a double champ. And let me just say, Middlestat last year, that bull of a man, sweet Jesus, tears his bicep, busts his knee all up. I mean, his arm was 3 times as big as it normally is, which is already monstrous. And he's out there still wrestling, still bringing it, and did amazing and was able to win. He ended up having to pull out of Greco because it was pretty bad. But he's a tough SOB, man. And then you have Forsman, who is a Greco champ, and he beat the guy who beat the Egyptian Olympic champion in order to win his medal. So that's huge as far as that all goes. but yeah, and then myself, I'm not able to make it this year. I ended up having some injuries, torn rotator cuff in the shoulder and some back stuff that went down from an auto accident I was in a couple months ago. So kind of threw a monkey wrench in there, but it's all good. It's all part of it. And the beautiful thing about it is a motivating factor for me to really get rocking and rolling, get back and getting back healthy again, and so I can start training,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of us that way. Brett Rainey, he's always been solid, and he's out this year, ruptured his Achilles. I think it was right, his Achilles.
Yeah, Rainey's Rainey's got a lot going on.
Man,
It's
yeah, I
always
know,
something.
love
He
that
trains
guy.
hard, and when he gets
Yeah,
injured, he really gets injured.
I mean, he's out there training sometimes those Penn State guys and different things
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
So yeah, he's got a good group around him to train with. So yeah,
absolutely.
but yeah,
Yeah, Mike. Well, we're gonna miss you this year, and we pray for a speedy recovery for you. I know you're doing all that you can to
for
get there.
sure.
One other returning world champion we're not going to have this year, unfortunately, is Gerald Harris out of
Oh yeah,
Oklahoma.
I told
He
my bad, Gerald.
he.
Sorry, brother.
It's all good.
You
I
borrowed me
got him.
your pants last year so I could get on the podium,
Oh
man. My
man, how you
bad.
gonna forget? How you
I
gonna forget
know.
my man? So Gerald had a great run last year. He had medaled previously, and then last year he had to beat an Olympian for his championship. Great match. Hopefully, we can get some video up there of
Yeah,
this match. But he got a takedown with about 8 seconds left to
crazy.
win. And then he's the world champion. Unfortunately, we're not going to get him back this year. He's bought a new gym and he's real busy in life with that. But hopefully, we'll get Gerald back. So speaking of middle stat, we got to get a picture up of his arm too.
Oh man.
He
Yeah.
is such a beast. He's our big boy. He's a 130 kilo guy and he's about 6'5", big tough guy. And he battled through tough injury there. He's actually going to be competing in this isn't UWW sanctioned, but these guys that still want to wrestle after 60 years old, he's going to be at the World Championships in Poland. They kind
Poland.
of
Yep.
organize on their own. They
Yep.
call that the Masters World Championships. But speaking of these Division E guys, we got a few more to go through. Returning world champions. Number one, Steve Horton. He's coming back
Oh
from a
yeah,
freestyle
Steve.
championship. He runs a club out of Texas. He'll be coming to look for a double championship. He wrestles both styles.
Yep.
Then we got my buddy out of Pittsburgh, Coach John Banco.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming back, multiple time world medalist. I believe he
Love
won it
John.
in
He's a good
Greece
dude,
in
man. Yep.
2021. He's a competitor. He wrestled at Pitt. He's going to be coming back wrestling both styles for us this year. And then finally, Kevin Pine, multiple time world
Oh yeah.
champion. He is the foot sweep
The
master.
foot sweep
Kevin's like
master.
yeah, he's like the Zen guy in wrestling.
Oh
That's how
my
I
god.
see Kevin. So
Yes.
Kevin's got all sorts of tricks up his sleeves. He's coming back trying to win
He's
another world title
crafty,
for us.
man. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what, man, because
absolutely.
he's out here in Vegas, so we train all the time, man. And he coaches
Yep.
the UNLV women's team and stuff. He's a
Yep.
phenomenal coach too. But
Yep.
man, I remember in Bulgaria, he was like, "Oh, watch this with the foot sweep," and he like just a little hop step in my footwork with this foot sweep
Yeah.
because he knows I like to
Mhm.
trip. I'm a big trip guy,
Mhm.
and oh my gosh, man, like just 5 minutes of him just showing me this little like hop step and then sweep, right? And man, went out there, executed. It was great. So
Game
yeah,
changer.
he's got some
Absolutely.
really sweet little tricks, and he's really good at like teaching them. So yeah, yeah,
Yep.
definitely love me some Kevin Pine. Yeah,
Heck yeah, absolutely. So, Team USA, we're looking to repeat for the fifth straight year of
oh
freestyle.
yeah,
Hey, Greco, last year we slipped off. We would won 2 Greco titles in a row.
yeah.
We're trying to win back Greco. So, hey, all my Greco US wrestlers out there, hey, Team USA needs you. We need some Greco specialists. Get
I
back
know.
in there. We're missing one of our good Greco guys, Big Ron Dobkowski out of Pennsylvania. He's not going to be able to go this year. But hey,
Oh
my
yeah,
Greco guys, get in touch with us. We're gonna have that tagged in the comments and description. So follow Team USA Veterans Level Wrestling.
for sure. And just to touch base on that, I'm trying to learn Greco just so I can get out there and start competing in Greco. So, that's been my goal for the last couple of years to get better at Greco. And that's the other thing about the Veterans World Championships, right? Like it's going to motivate you to become a better wrestler, better coach, just better everything all the way
Yes.
around. So, it's
Yeah.
a fun environment. It's great people, great dudes. And my family, my wife and kids go with me. I know like Ben Kajar brings his wife and kids, and then Grant McNamara out of Hawaii brings his family too. And so
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good times to be had. And it's awesome. It's definitely something
Yeah. It's,
special.
Yeah, it's definitely fun and fellowship, this brotherhood that we created. I say brotherhood, but yeah, it's the families.
For
I was
sure.
able to get my wife out there in Greece in 2021.
Yep.
Unfortunately, she hasn't been able to join recently, but we love getting to know these families. We have many returning medalists that didn't have time to get to, but Grant Hutop
Yep.
Nakamura out of Hawaii, James Medeiros here out of LA and
Oh,
California. We got
Jimmy.
Bedford. Nick Hull, James Ferguson was in the
Yeah.
World Finals 2 years ago. He's back with us. Dennis Weimer out of Virginia. Big Alvin
Oh, yeah.
Riggs out of Oregon. Gabe
Yeah.
Boperthy out of
Yeah.
Colorado. We got John Daniels out of Michigan. He was a finalist for us 2 years ago. Jeff Anderson, multiple-time world medalist,
Oh,
and Eric
man.
Hinckley out of Kansas. So we got a lot of returning
Yeah.
world medalists coming in. We're looking for big things this year for Team USA.
Now, I'll tell you what, Jeff Anderson, too, in case you didn't know it, that mug be doing the World Jiu
All the
Jitsu team,
grappling.
senior
Yeah.
level grappling and stuff.
He
Like,
does all grappling. Yes.
he's intense, man. Like, he was out
Yeah.
here in Vegas the last month, I think, before the, grappling championships out here. And yeah,
Uh-huh.
he's solid,
Nice.
man. I love that dude, man. Yeah. And then
Awesome.
Jimmy Medeiros, man, he was one who convinced me to do my first Vet Worlds
Oh,
in
nice.
21. Um, after Folk Style Nationals up in Iowa. He was my
Mm-hmm.
first match, and it was brutal, and I was so out of shape. And I'm laying on the concrete, trying not to throw up again, trying to like cool down before my next match. And he's all like, "Hey, where do you train at?" I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing right now? Stop talking to me. I am trying not to die, bro." And so, yeah. Anyways, we got to talking, and he was like, "You should," or whatever. I started looking into it, and yeah, and it was in Greece that year, so it was not hard to convince my wife to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Jimmy
awesome.
Jimmy does all styles. He even jumped into beach last year.
Yes, he did.
Uh,
Yep, in
so
Croatia.
he's
Yeah,
doing folk style, freestyle, Greco, and beach.
yeah,
All
great
right.
dude,
And
man.
hey,
Great dude.
I can't leave here, Mike, without mentioning our team leader, Coach Chris Brown. He's
Man.
a two-time Greco world champion. He's been leading the team for a long time. He's out there in Colorado Springs, keeping things going, getting a lot of support from USA Wrestling. We love that. We love Coach Brown, and we'll see you soon in Tatabánya, Hungary.
Oh man, much love to Coach Brown, man. He's the Jordan Burroughs of veterans wrestling. Like everybody all over the world loves that guy.
I
Every
think some of
stinking
those
team.
people, Mike, I think some of those people think he is Jordan Burroughs when we're
They
over there
probably do,
sometimes.
but yeah. I mean,
Like,
because when he walks in, there is just like droves from the other teams. He's famous. It's
yeah.
like, I mean, they go crazy over Coach Brown. It's
He,
awesome.
he's
It's
been at
beautiful.
he's been at this a long time. Former Air
Oh, yeah.
Force wrestler,
Yeah.
Coach Brown. We love you, and we'll see you soon.